Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga Powerful. My name is Kayla. It's a joy and honor to be able to lead your flow. Today you're gonna need a water, a couple yoga blocks, a yoga strap, and a mat. So let's get started today in a child's pose, letting your big toes come to touch, your knees falling out wide, and we'll do extended child's pose, grounding down into all four corners of both hands, extending your elbows, and pressing your hips 1 inch closer to your heels. And taking a few intentional breaths here. Full inhale. And complete exhale. Take a few more at your pace. Getting centered and grounded into today's flow. We'll be here for the next 45 minutes or so. And honoring your space on your mat, releasing any stress and worries of your day-to-day life, and being present for these next 45 minutes. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right side, getting a nice deep side body stretch down your left side, breathing here. And inhale, come through center, walking your hands all the way over to your left side for a nice deep side stretch down your right side body, breathing here. And inhale, finally coming through center, pressing up, finding a tabletop posture here. And wiggling out any kinks, taking some organic movement here that feels good in your body. And then coming to hero pose. Aligning your hips directly on top of your heels. Maybe take a little bit of wiggle movement here to get comfortable. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're gonna take a few earth salutation cycles today. Getting grounded into our body, our being. Take one more full breath here. Inhale, lifting your hands up above your head, interlacing all 10 fingers, letting your pointer fingers stay long. Breathing. And exhale, taking a bend over to your right side body for a deep stretch down your left side body. Breathing here. Inhale, coming through center. And exhale to take that bend on the other side. Letting your ears come directly sandwiched between your biceps. Breathing here. Inhale, coming back through center, elongating your spine, pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, and exhale, planting your hands, pressing back into child's pose again. This time taking a little bit more of a passive child's pose, letting your forehead come all the way down to the mat. Maybe rolling right to left for a breath here. Inhale, come through tabletop. Taking a little bit of organic movement again. And then come to find stillness. Inhaling, dropping your belly, lifting your head, cow pose. And exhale, pressing into your hands, lifting your spine one vertebrae at a time, cat. Take a full cycle of breath here. At the end of your exhale, tuck your toes and press it back for downward facing dog. It's your first one of the day. Take a little bit of organic movement here. Walk your dog out, come up onto your toes. And back down all the way, pressing your heels towards your mat. Breathing here. Take one more full cycle of breath here. Exhale, come forward, planting your knees and coming up onto your knees. We're going to do a few camel twists here. Lining up, either bringing your right hand to the back of your right hip or letting it come all the way down to meet your right heel. Taking whatever alignment feels good in your body today. Going there and lifting, raising your left hand up towards the ceiling, letting your gaze follow those left fingertips. Breathing here. One more full breath. Gently come up out of that camel twist, and we're gonna go to the other side, letting your left hand come to be propped on your left hip or all the way down to your left heel, bringing your right fingertips and reaching for the wall and the ceiling behind you. Breathing here. Inhale, gently coming back up out of your camel twist. Planting your hands for a nice tabletop, neutral spine. And on your next exhale, tuck your toes, press up, downward facing dog. Breathing here. One more full inhale. Full exhale. Coming back down to tabletop. Plant your left hand. Inhale, reach your right hand high to the sky. Roll out your wrist. And exhale to thread the needle, bringing your shoulder and your right cheek all the way down to your mat. Taking a few cycles of breath here and surrendering to this deep shoulder stretch. Full inhales. And full exhales. Last full breath here. Inhale, reaching your right hand back up towards the ceiling, rolling out your wrist. And exhale, gently placing it back on the mat. And we'll balance out, inhaling, lifting your left hand high to the sky, rolling out your left wrist. And exhale, thread the needle, planting your shoulder and your left cheek down on your mat. Breathing here. Two more full breaths. Last breath. Plant your right hand and inhale. Lift your left fingertips back towards the ceiling, rolling out your wrist. And exhale, planting both hands back down on the mat. Taking another breath of organic movement here, rolling your head from side to side, moving your hips side to side. And then take one full breath in stillness. Bring your knees out wide and press it back for a child's pose. Taking two more breaths here, filling your lungs completely and emptying everything out. Last breath. Inhale, coming all the way through tabletop position, back into a hero pose. We'll take one more earth salutation today, just as our warm-up. Bring your hands to your heart center for one full inhale. And full exhale. Interlace all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift your hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, take a bend to the right. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, taking that bend over to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, planting your hands, letting your knees come out wide. Taking another child's pose here. Activating your child's pose, extending your elbows, pressing your hips closer to your heels, breathing. Inhale, coming up through tabletop. Taking a breath of stillness here. And on your next inhale, cow pose, dropping your belly, lifting your head. And stay here for 2 cycles of breath this time. Taking a nice low back stretch, a small heart opener. Last breath. And press into cat as you exhale. Letting your chin come to tuck and meet your chest, letting your gaze follow to your toes. Take one more breath here. Tuck your toes and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come all the way forward, back to tabletop. Lift your right fingertips towards the ceiling. And exhale for a threaded needle. Right shoulder, right cheek, meeting your mat. Full inhale. And empty out all your stale air. Inhale, pressing back up, rolling your wrist out again. And exhale, planting your right hand, switching over to the left side, lifting your left fingertips up to the ceiling. And exhale, threading your needle on the left side. Surrendering to this deep shoulder stretch. Feeling a release of tension in your low back, a nice easy twist through the spine. One more breath here. Plant your hand, lift your left fingertips up to the ceiling, rolling out your wrist. And exhale, planting both hands back on your mat, taking a breath of organic movement here. And exhaling, pressing back into child's pose. Taking a passive child's pose again. Letting your head come to meet the mat and giving yourself a forehead massage, rolling from left to right. And then finding stillness. Inhale, pressing up through tabletop, neutral spine, tucking your toes, and then pressing all the way back into downward facing dog. Empty everything out of your lungs. And at the bottom of your exhale, take a slight bend in your knees and travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to a standing mountain pose. Bringing your hands to your heart, prayer posture. Taking one full breath here. Interlace your fingers, leaving your pointer fingers long. And inhale your hands up to the ceiling. And exhale, take a bend to the right. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, take your bend to the left side this time. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, lowering your arms. This time on your next inhale, step your right foot back for a warrior one, letting your right foot plant at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lifting your hands up above your head, bending deep into your left knee, your left leg, breathing here. Inhale, opening up into warrior two, sitting 1 inch deeper into your front leg, letting your gaze fall over your left fingertips, breathing here. Inhale, reverse your warrior, bringing your left fingertips to reach to the ceiling and wall behind you, breathing here. One more full inhale. And on your exhale, come forward to extended side angle. Bringing your gaze now over your right fingertips and reaching for the ceiling. Peeling your ears away from your shoulders. Zipping up your right quad. And taking 1 inch deeper into that left leg, breathing here. And exhale, plant your hands to the inside of your left foot. You can either bring your right knee down to your mat or keep that right leg lifted, but open up your left leg for a lizard pose here. A really deep hip opener, breathing. Plant your right toes if they're not planted already, and step it back for downward facing dog. Breathing here. At the end of your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a ragdoll. Grab opposing elbows. Let your belly rest on your thighs. And just stay here for 2 full breaths. Maybe finding a slight sway. Maybe finding comfort and stillness, listening to your body. And exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up to a standing posture. Getting grounded in both feet. And on your next exhale, stepping your left foot back for a warrior one. That left foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands to float above your head. And on your next exhale, sit 1 inch deeper into your lunge, into your warrior. One more full inhale. Exhale, opening into warrior two. Let your hands drop to a T. Bring your gaze over your right fingertips. And on your next exhale, sit 1 inch deeper into your warrior two. Breathing here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Pulling your right fingertips to the wall behind you. Breathing. And exhale, coming forward, extended side angle. Aligning your right knee directly over your right ankle, energetically pulling the side of your left thigh up towards the ceiling, and bringing the crown of your head to the wall in front of you. Exhale, planting both hands to the inside of your right foot. Again, option to bring your knee down to the mat or stay lifted in your left leg and opening your right knee for a lizard lunge here. Breathing. Full inhale and full exhale. Tuck your left toes if they aren't tucked and step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, shaking out your ankle, kicking out your knee. And exhale, stepping it through. Rising on your inhale for a crescent lunge, keeping your left heel directly over the ball of your left foot, letting your gaze travel with your hands up towards the ceiling and pulling your shoulders back in towards each other. Breathing here. One more full inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg high to the sky, rolling out your ankle, kicking out your knee, whatever feels good in your body. Take that movement here. And exhale, stepping your left leg through, rising on your inhale, crescent lunge on the left side. Breathing here. Full inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your your right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Three-legged dog on your inhale. And exhale, bringing your right leg through for pigeon pose. Aligning your shin, your right shin to the parallel to the top of your mat. An option here to use a block, either under your right hip for support or as a place for your head to come down to. So on your exhale, coming all the way down, letting your forehead meet the mat, your forearms or a block. Pointing your left toes to the wall behind you. Breathing here. We'll take 2 more full breaths in pigeon, surrendering to that deep hip opener. Last breath right here. Inhale, slowly coming back up and out of your pigeon pose, tucking your left toes, and three-legged dog. Exhale, lowering your right foot. Inhale to lift your left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow, Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Three-legged dog. And exhale, pigeon on the other side, planting your left leg to your mat, letting your right toes point long to the wall behind you, and gently folding into your fullest expression of pigeon that feels good in your body today.
Breathing here. Two more full breaths. Last full inhale. Empty everything out.
And release slowly, pressing your way out of your pigeon, setting your block aside if you were using it, tucking your right toes, and pressing back up to three-legged dog. Shaking it out. And exhale, let your feet come to meet on your mat again, downward facing dog. Travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, coming all the way to a standing posture. We're gonna get into a balance series right here, some stability and strength. And let's start with a tree posture, getting grounded into your left foot, all four corners. Option, to kickstand your right foot right by your ankle, bring your right foot on to your calf, or bring it all the way above your knee onto your thigh. Once you've got your base or your roots where you feel comfortable, let's take an arm variation today of cactus arms, bringing both hands just about the height of your head, pulling your shoulders back and towards each other like you're squeezing a pencil between them. Breathing here. One more full breath. Exhale and gently release. Switching over to the right side, getting grounded into all four corners of your right foot. Same options are available to you on this side. Take whatever variation feels good in your body today. And that might look different side to side, or it might be the same that you just did. So whatever variation you're taking, grow your tree there and breathe for a few breaths. Full inhale. Empty everything out. Release, come back to standing, shake it out. We're gonna get grounded back into your left foot. We're gonna set up for eagle on the left side. Inhale, bringing your hands up above your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, interlacing your hands or grabbing a thumb or grabbing a strap, whatever is in your practice today. Once you've got your arms aligned, get really grounded and rooted into that left foot. Inhale, lifting your right leg, 90-degree bend at your hip, 90-degree bend at your knee. Exhale, bring your right leg over your left thigh and let your right foot come to hook the back of your left calf. Eagle pose. Bring your gaze, your drishti to one non-moving point of the room to help you balance. Exhale, sit 1 inch deeper into your eagle. Inhale, release, shake it out. We'll take eagle on the right side, get grounded into all four corners of your right foot this time. Inhale, lifting your hands up above your head. Exhale, this time wrapping your left arm under your right arm, making contact with your hands or using a strap for assistance. And then inhaling, lifting your left leg and wrapping it over your right leg. Breathing here. Inhale to elongate your spine, pull the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, and exhale, sit into your eagle. One more full inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Take a moment, shake it out. Take a little bit of organic movement. And then we'll come into dancer. Getting grounded into your left foot again, all four corners. Inhale, lifting your right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, grabbing the back of your right ankle, the back of your right foot, kicking into your hand as much as your hand is pulling into your foot, and reaching your left arms to this wall in front of you, letting your gaze fall over those left fingertips, breathing here. And this is challenging your stability, challenging your balance. So it's okay if you're falling, it's okay if you're wobbling. Bring your gaze to one point in the room that's not moving. Breathing steady here. One more full inhale. And exhale, release slowly coming out of your dancer. Dancer on the right, getting grounded back into your right foot. Inhale, lifting your right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, catching your left foot. Again, kicking into your hand as much as your hand is pulling into your ankle. And reaching your right fingertips to the wall in front of you, breathing here. 2 more full breaths. Last one. Gently release. Come back to a standing posture. Inhale to interlace all 10 fingers. Bring them all the way above your head. Exhale, tilt to the right for a nice left side body stretch. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, coming through center again. And exhale, we'll take a nice little back bend here, pressing your hips to the wall in front of you, pointing your fingers to the ceiling, letting your head and neck fall heavy to the back wall. Inhale, rise, coming back through center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise to chair pose, bringing your hands up above your head, sitting 1 inch deeper into your chair because I know you can. And on your exhale, press your hands energetically to the walls on the side of you. Inhale, bring your hands back together. Let's do 5 more of these. Exhale, pressing your arms to the walls. Inhale, bringing them back into center. 4 more, moving at your pace with your breath. Last 2. Your fullest expression right here. Inhale, fold forward, letting your hands come down to touch your mat. Heel toe your feet to hip width distance apart. And let's take a fingers to toes forward fold here, letting your peace fingers interlace with each big toe, grounding down into the heels of your feet to press your hips up towards the ceiling. And on your next exhale, use your upper body to pull the crown of your head to the mat. Breathing here. Gently release, coming into a deep yogi squat here. Hands can come to prayer posture, letting your elbows make contact with the insides of your thighs just above your knees. Breathing here. One more full inhale. And on your next exhale, tilt forward for crow pose, letting your hands meet the mat. Keep your alignment, your elbows where they are. Breathing here, let your big toes come to touch. And exhale, release, kicking it back to high plank and then pressing into downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward back to high plank and slowly lowering all the way down to your mat on your belly, moving any props that might be in the way, Bringing your hands out to a T. We're gonna take a locust pose here. Bring your forehead centered. You can either rest your forehead or your chin to your mat. And on your next inhale, point your toes, kick them to the back of the wall. Lift your toes, lift your shoulders, lift your arms. Breathing here. One more full breath. Exhale, release your left cheek to the mat for a full rest breath here. Inhale, lifting everything back up. Look up, go up, breathing here. One more breath. Exhale, release, lowering your right cheek to the mat. You can windshield wiper your legs from left to right. Lowering your legs back down. We'll take a Sphinx pose here, planting your elbows directly below your shoulders. Breathing here for this gentle heart opener. And a gentle release of tension in your low back. If you notice your shoulders crouching up towards your ears, exhale and gently peel your shoulders back down and away from your ears. Plant the tops of your feet into your mat, and on your next inhale, plant your hands directly under your shoulders and lift up for an upward facing dog here, holding it for one full breath. Release, come to tabletop. Take a little bit of organic movement here, just like we started class today. Anything that feels good in your body. And then come to find stillness. Inhale, lifting your head, dropping your belly, a cow pose. And exhale, pressing into cat pose. One more cycle, inhaling cow. And exhaling to cat. Coming out of your tabletop, we'll do a camel. Coming up onto your knees, into a standing posture. Bring your hands to rest on your low back, or let them reach all the way down to your heels. Taking a back bend, letting your head fall heavy, pressing your hips to the wall in front of you, breathing here. It's so important to keep breathing. And this is a posture that sometimes feels hard, it feels strained to breathe. Just focus on that inhale and that exhale. And release, slowly come up out of your camel posture. And we're gonna take a folded deer posture here, letting your left foot come to meet the top of your right thigh. You can grab a block here, or you can fold all the way down to your mat. This is gonna be a gentle hip opener, a nice little side stretch. So you can begin to fold, letting your belly and your chest come to rest on that left thigh. Breathing here. And surrendering to that deep stretch through your left leg, your left hip. And inviting space for gratitude for this gentle spinal twist. One more full breath here. Gently press your way back up and switch your legs to align them to take this posture on the right side, bringing your block as your support prop. Inhaling, elongating your spine, pulling the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And exhale, folding forward, letting your belly and chest meet your right thigh. And letting your head come all the way down to a block or your mat or your forearms. Breathing here. Taking a few more breaths, slowing down our heart rate. And taking time to focus on our breath again. And release, gently pressing back up out of that folded deer pose. Moving your block out of the way. Extending both legs long in front of you. This is a great place to use a block to intensify the stretch, or to use a strap if you need assistance reaching your toes or reaching your feet. So inhale, elongating your spine, pulling your shoulders back towards each other, lifting the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and exhaling, folding over your thighs, over your legs, reaching your feet, and letting your head and neck fall heavy to create a C-spine, and feeling a deep stretch up the back of both legs. Breathing here. One more full inhale. Full exhale. Release, rising back all the way up. Leaving your left leg long, plant your right foot on the outside of your left leg, and we're going to take another spinal twist here. Planting your right hand just behind your right hip, bringing your left arm to make contact with the outside of your right thigh, and exhale, twisting, pressing your arm into your thigh, creating a deeper stretch, a deeper twist from the base of your spine all the way through your neck. Option to let your gaze fall over your right shoulder here. And let your gaze fall heavy or all the way closed if that feels good to you today. We'll take 2 more full breaths in this spinal twist. Gently come through center. Let your right leg go long and set up for the spinal twist on the left side. Bringing your gaze all the way over your left shoulder, and with each exhale, pressing a little bit deeper into that twist. Breathing here. At the end of your next exhale, gently come back through center. Taking a butterfly pose here, let the soles of your feet come to meet, and bring your knees out wide. You can use your elbows to press your feet down a little bit more, or just use your upper body to pull your chest towards your feet, creating a nice deep hip opener, a nice deep stretch through your thighs. Breathing here. One more full breath. Release, coming up to an easy seated pose. And inhale, bring your hands to a prayer posture all the way up to your third eye center. And together we can bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for joining Power Flow this week. Again, my name is Kayla. Please feel free to provide any feedback to this class, and if not, we'll see you next week. Take care.
I'm Sarah, and this is Cardio Dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
Bag. Go! That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer.
My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today.
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep working hard. You did awesome.